Democrat talk, however.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a tweet from a user called, was it sorry if I yeah, sorry if we butchered this.
Chakra Barty.
Yeah, he tweeted, I think the point still stands. I don't think people have to be personally racist to enable a racist system. And the same could even be said of Southern Democrats. I don't believe Charisse is a racist person, but her votes are showing her to enable a racist system. The House Democrats, their own Twitter, tweeted back at him, "Who is this guy and why is he explicitly singling out a Native American color? Her name is Congresswoman Davis, not Charisse. She's a phenomenal member. Flipped a red seat blue." And then you got the clapping emojis. Keep her name
out of your mouth.
Freaking so cringe.
Oh man, it was a pretty mild tweet. Even it wasn't even like very attack. It's not even that controversial of a thing. It's pretty obvious thing that he said, that you don't have to be personally racist to enable a racist system.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like
Democrats.
Sorry,
go ahead.
I said it didn't even feel like it was really directed towards anyone necessarily. You know,
it was directed towards a specific congresswoman.
That's true.
But
I feel like what they were saying was a wider subject. You know,
it is. It's just he did it in a way that's like just saying it's not only attacking Republicans. It's a thing that's a problem with society. It's not a partisan thing. I think that's why he put her in it specifically.
To the Democrats, the bottom line is it always is a partisan thing. You're either with us or you're against us, because the Republicans are a turtle enemy, and it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter if we support the same policies. We could, if we're the establishment Democrats, sometimes we agree with Republicans. What's wrong with that? And that's what Joe Biden's saying. And then Pelosi's like, "Oh, I can't believe you're attacking one of our own." I'm like, and then they go on to attack AOC and the Justice Democrats.
Well, here's the thing. If you don't want your own party to attack you, then you need to quit having a fundamentally broken and corrupt party. Oh, wait. That's not going to fucking happen anytime soon. So, until they, the Democratic establishment cry about unity, but until they check themselves, they will continue to wreck themselves.
We will stop criticizing the establishment when they stop having things to be criticized.
Yeah, it's like, it hurt my feelings. I don't like what you said.
Watch out. That's a hard district that we just barely won. And I'm like, well, I mean, are the policies going to be all that different if it's a conservative Democrat or a Republican? Not really.
No, they're still probably
on the fringes. There are some issues that a Republican would be worse at, but I mean,
yeah,
those are probably extreme policies that wouldn't pass anyway.
Yeah, these parties in American politics only care about partisan issues. They can talk about bipartisan legislature and we're working together, or we're going to work together, but you know what ends up happening is that when they work together on stuff, it's usually
things that are bad for us.
Yeah, they work together on like defense contracts or sending more fucking money to Israel. And I'm not talking just like aid
cutting
money,
corporate taxes, rate tax.
Yeah, stuff that will come back to line their pockets. They're all it's all bipartisan on stuff when it comes to shit that affects them.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what can you do? This is with the parties we got nowadays. It's quite sad, but
yeah,
I mean, that's what we got in here in America. I mean, we could. I
can talk to conservative people, and my grandfather, who's a Trump supporter, and I can get him to agree on like most things. Money out of politics. Reindustrialization of the middle of the country, moving people away from the coast.
Mm-hmm. And especially with climate change starting to get
Hmm.
worse.
I
That's
can't
what
make
you're
that
gonna need.
argument. He would not agree with that. But if
That's
I
true.
frame it as moving people away from the coast, he'll agree
Wait,
to it.
really? Like the climate shit? Really? You can't frame it like that. He'll just immediately disagree.
That won't work. That won't work on him. That's not an effective argument because
What?
that's not something he cares about.
Okay, the old classic.
All them coastal motherfuckers could just die. But if they
Yeah.
move back to the middle of the country, well, I mean, that's also a plus.
Yeah, but as long as we agree, I don't care why he goes to that policy. As long as he arrives to the right policy, we can use that.
That's
Yeah, you
true.
just gotta not mention, like, Trump supporting or being against certain things, and then you arguing against that and him agreeing with that. So you just
Hmm.
don't bring in Trump, and then he will agree with you.
Yeah, that's why I hate it when the Democrats talk about Trump.
I know, they're like, he's evil, he's racist, he's a bad, bad man. What is a Trump
All that may
supporter
be
gonna
true, but
think
that's not
about
going to win
that?
over his voters.
Exactly. Like, his voters aren't that fucking stupid. If you explain to them why you think the way you do instead of, well, he's a big man, meanie face, and I don't like it.
Yeah, but a certain
Then,
percentage of them are voting for him because of the worst things about him. But a good portion are voting for him just because they're pissed off.
I know. And, well, obviously the Democrat strategy is, I don't care, we'll keep the nation polarized.
Hmm.
Polarized and against itself.